also.
28?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me ask you ladies a question. So, very interesting ages. You said 38, 43, 32, 44, 26, 25, 28, 28. When do you think a man hits his peak?
Like, looks-wise?
Oh, God.
Overall, because the things that make a man attractive, let's be honest, aren't just looks. It's a bunch of things. It's confidence, ambition, income, status, all these things. When do you think a man reaches his peak in all these different fields that might make him attractive to a female?
I guess it depends. Like,
in general, if you had to ballpark
When do
it.
you think that men mature fully?
No, that's not. No.
No.
She gotta understand that more.
You got grown men and still boys.
It's when do you think men reach their peak? That's the question.
Their peak for them or for her?
Peak as in the most attractive.
To her.
Yes.
Okay.
To women in general.
Okay.
I don't know, because there's like some grown-ass men that don't do and that's not attractive to me.
Okay. So if you had to give us a ballpark number.
Like, hopefully by 30.
Hopefully by 30. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When do
like,
you
hopefully sooner, like between 25 and 30, I would hope that they're like...
You hope, but you don't really know.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? When do you think men reach their peak?
Between 25 and 28 as well.
Okay. What about you?
28.
You think they're at their peak at 28?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
25-ish, 25 and above.
Okay. What about you?
For me, it's not like about the age. It's more about
It's
connection.
about the money.
When do they have the most money?
Come on.
Because that's your number one screening tool. Let's be honest here.
It's not.
So
So
when is
I
a
would
man at
not
his
date
peak?
the guys who are like 10 years younger than me if it would be all about money. It's about connection, like a spiritual...
Money and dick.
All right. So when do you think men reach their peak in general?
35.
Okay. What about you?
I would say mid-30s for sure.
What about you?
Same. Mid-30s.
Mid-30s?
Yeah. Because it's like at that moment, like in the mid-30s, like I said, like, you know, I know people my age and a lot of, it's like a trans, like, I don't know, what is it?
She knows. She's a
like,
sexual
you know.
expert.
30. Okay,
No,
so
it's like a-
35 for men.
Yeah, so it's
What
like,
about
yeah.
you? When do you think men reach their peak?
I think physically, like appearance-wise, from like 20 to 30. But financially, well, in the like
I mean in general, because for men, it's a bunch of different things that make them attractive.
right,
It's not like women where it's only looks.
right. Well, I think in the age of the internet, like you could post a TikTok
She
at
deep
18
as
years
hell.
old.
In
Right.
the age of the internet. All right, go ahead.
Like usually back before the internet, like it would take a guy like
Just give us an age range.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Maybe like 30s.
Okay.
30s.
I feel like as guys get older, they like gain more value, even though it's kind of like the opposite for women, unfortunately.
That segues into my next question. When do you think a woman's at her peak? We'll start here with Miss Persia.
What?
When do you think a woman's at her peak?
Miss Iran.
A woman at her peak?
Yeah.
Probably
Age-wise.
18 to 30.
What?
18 to-
Well,
That's a big range.
That's a
but
big range.
Big ass range. God
Well,
damn.
I
Can you
mean,
give us
the
a time
20, like
range?
you can't be. Well, it's like you can't just be ugly at 25 and be
It's
hot
not
at
about
18.
being, it's not physical. He's talking about in general. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
I think it is. I think it is physical, to be honest.
Men and women are
Physical is, yeah,
different. So
but
what,
like-
what do you think age range makes is a woman at her peak for being attracted to opposite gender?
Max beauty.
Probably like 23, 24.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you? What do you think?
I mean, the most beautiful.
Huh? Honestly, I feel like, yeah, 25.
Okay.
I
What about
think
you?
probably 18 to like early 20s, maybe like 23, 24.
Okay.
I think like 30s. I feel like I attract more men now than I've ever attracted in my life. So
Is it you or the boobs? I'm confused now. Which one is it?
But in general, the question
She
wasn't
said 30s.
Yeah. The question wasn't when have you attracted the most men. The question was when do you think women in general are the most attractive?
Holy
I think 30s because you become
30s,
more
okay.
confident.
Okay. Do you think men value
And
confidence?
you know that's
Hold on. Do you think men value confidence in women? Do
I
you
mean,
think
listen,
they care?
okay, I'm 30, but I look younger, and you're just more confident, so you're like sexier.
Do you think men find confidence sexy?
They
course.
should.
Everyone does.
But do they? It's not should, it's what is, not should or could. Do you think they do?
I think they do.
Do
You are
think men-
crazy as hell.
Do you think men value confidence?
Oh my God.
Do you think men value confidence the same way that women value confidence in men?
Absolutely.
No.
It's different. Like, you know, confidence, it's not only about I'm confident, it's about accepting my sexuality, accepting who I am. So once you love yourself, other people love you too.
That's facts. I can see what she's saying.
All right, interesting. What about you? When do you think a woman is at her peak?
Like
age range?
23, 24.
What about you?
I think 21 because you're like old enough to drink and you're old enough to like do everything. So
interesting. All right. What about you?
Between 20 and 25 as well, I think.
Okay.
Because between 21 and 25 is just kind of sexy.
What about you?
I was gonna say like 22, 23.
22, 23. Okay. Very interesting that you guys said that the max you would date a guy, again, 38, 43, 32, 44, 26, 25, 28, 28, 28. But all of you guys acknowledge that men typically hit their peak later on in life. So why is it that you would want a guy that's younger when you know men become more attractive later on?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you just cut yourself off?
I'm just posing the question out to you guys because a lot of you guys acknowledge that men typically, the truth is men become the most attractive in their 30s typically, 30s, 40s, and to their 50s, right? Because the things that make a man attractive take time to acquire: status, competence, income, that type of thing, right? But you guys all, like you said. Basically, what you guys said was you would want a guy that's younger, but you guys all acknowledge what a peak is for a guy. It's older. So why would you sell yourself short and go for a younger guy when you know at the peak is in the 30s?
Okay, so I'll just start. I just answered the question. However, like I said, I'm very intellectual and I have goals in life. So I do bring my goals up and I want to know what his goals is. Because I like to learn, and sometimes like you can learn from each other.
Well, you did say 43.
Yeah,
so it's not really you.
Oh, okay.
But she also is 85. So
yeah,
29 more.
That's a factor.
Well, okay, I think for me personally, because I'm 21, like I
Yeah.
have to factor in that I need to have things in common with the person that I'm seeing, right? If you're like, if there's a big age gap, it's going to be kind of
Because
hard
you said
to find.
25 to 28, right?
No. I said 32 is my max.
No, yeah, but you said ideally you'd want a guy 25 to 28, right?
No, I said the youngest I would date is like 25.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I just think that it's important to have like things in common with the person that you're seeing and also be kind of like in a similar position in life, or at least be able to understand where they're at, you know? So I feel like if I'm with somebody that's like 38, that's my mom's age. Like it's just not going to happen.
Your mom's 38 and you're
21. Yeah.
So she had
17.
17.
So when you say that's like my mom's age, you also have to acknowledge your mom was a little bit
She was a little older, but she's on the live, so shut up.
Yeah.
Mine's as well. And my parents were
Yeah.
17. So.
Yeah.
But things were different back then too.
Is
though.
your mom thick?
She's built exactly like me, so she's just slim.
Are you thick?
No.
Chris!
Girl, you are thick.
I am not thick, babe.
Girl, I don't
Wait,
think
let
y'all
me.
know what thick is.
Can you stand up real quick?
Oh my
just
God,
so
are
we
you
can-
really standing up?
Just real quick.
No,
Just
oh my God.
real quick.
Okay. Wait a minute. It's not giving crazy thick. It's giving just slim.
It's thick.
It's like something. It's like
Slide it.
something.
Wait,
slide
the
it.
chair's stuck.
Yeah. Make this work for me. Yeah. You gotta turn it to me though. I'm the
Okay,
judge
there you
here.
go.
It's respectable. It's very
Okay.
respectable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
absolutely.
saying.
Shout
That's
to Canada,
respectable. Are you white? Like just like pure white?
No.
Cuban,
Okay,
right?
What were you again?
I'm Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Makes
All right.
sense.
All right. It's respectable.
Yeah, I think she said her mom. You Cuban, full Cuban, right?
No, not full Cuban.
Cuban
Cuban,
what?
Costa Rican, and Salvadorian.
Right.
Someone said big. She's fat.
Wait, what? I'm fat?
No, you're not. People be
Fat is crazy.
Make sure good
Legitimately
enough.
insane out here.
Okay, interesting.
Some chats?
Yeah, I can hit some of the chats now. And then, Marco, if you had a question for ladies, let me know. Or what, do you want me to go back to the ones that we had?
Yeah, I'm just tripped out. All right, ladies, just
And guys, from this point forward, I'm